if I find out someone's Canadian roots, automatically, it's like a wall comes down. I'm like, oh, you're kind.
Yeah.
They have a leg up in my book.
It's really weird because I always thought that was like a stereotype, which I was obviously okay with. But I just spent 4 days with my girlfriends from Canada. They came to visit me in Nashville. And I was like, nope, there's just something different there. They know how to party. The sense of humor that comes out, very inappropriate. Wouldn't pass the sniff check, but it's funny.
So do you live in Nashville full time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
We just got a place in Nashville.
You did?
Yeah. I have one girlfriend in Nashville, and it's so funny because I love her. But when she lived in LA, we never hung out with each other. But the fact that she's in Nashville, every time I go, I'm like, hey, should we have lunch again? She's like, we never hung when you lived in LA. When I lived in LA.
That's
now
so
you have
funny.
3 girlfriends.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a good group of people out there. And do you know Sean Johnson and Andrew East? She was an Olympic athlete, and they're the cutest. And they have a place in Nashville, and they do friend hangouts once a month where they literally have like drink trucks and food trucks, and they host game nights, and it's the most fun. And it's the most fun because it's such solid people that go and hang out there. And I've made so many friends just from going to that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So I'll take you as my date to the next one because I'm single now.
Okay. I was wondering if we're going to tackle that one.
I've tackled it a few times.
Okay,
so I'm like,
tackled it.
Yeah. That sucks. But
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it's not okay.
I mean, it's really not. It depends on the day, the hour.
Yeah.
The not staying on social or staying off social media has really done wonders for my mental health.
Yeah.
I really believe I would be in the toilet if I was on.
And is that because you don't want to see him or what people are saying, or what is it?
All of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my sister like sent me a link of an article, and I'm like, don't send it to me. This is why I'm staying off of it. But it's nothing bad. It's just what I don't see doesn't hurt me. And I just find for myself, I'm not the kind of person that goes shopping for pain to like go find it and like hurt myself. I'm really good about shutting that off. And so I feel like I need like a week, maybe 2, to regroup and clear the brain. And then I had my assistant go in and just mute everybody that could possibly bother me, Lo being one of them, because, well, yeah, you're also friends with Jason. He's really close.
He's muted. Oh, that's a tough position to be in.
Yeah.
Thank you for understanding that.
And I don't want to be upset at you. And
that's fair. I get it.
I'll unmute eventually.
Yeah, take time.
It was my longest relationship too, and my healthiest. So what am I doing?
That part sucks.
Yeah.
The healthiest part.
Yeah.
But I do think having literally zero knowledge of anything about your relationship, other than you guys were engaged and you guys both seem really cute together, that it is a really, really positive indication of where you're at in your life that you had such a healthy relationship. And I think it's probably like a switch of a pattern, because once you've been in something healthy, you do not miss the chaos of a toxic relationship.
No. Also, I was looking at your Instagram, only you, because I'm not going on. So I literally went like this. I pulled it up and I went like this, and I went to the search bar and I searched your name just to be like, okay, what should I know anything new?
Really funny.
Are you a numbers person or like spiritual or into like numerology or astrology or anything?
I don't know enough about it really.
Because you have 111 posts.
Oh, I do?
That's a really cool sign.
11/11.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
So should I never post again?
Don't ever post again.
Okay.
And if you
Start a
do,
new
just
page.
delete one of the old ones.
Oh, there
I'm
you go.
down with that.
Yeah, because
Archive it.
Yeah. Tons of like embarrassing sponsored posts that I can delete.
But maybe it was just a sign for me, because I love the sound of my own voice. And I'm going to make your Instagram about me. No, I was writing it down what 1111 means, and it signifies new beginnings, whether you're about to embark on a brand new passage or you've already been on the right path, seen 1111.
Well, I think it's more for you than it is for me, because you're the one who looked it up and you're the one who's seeing it. And so that is your message.
Fresh off a breakup, new beginnings for you.
Exactly.
11/11, sister. Don't you have a tattoo of that too?
I want one. I don't have it yet, but I've always wanted 1111 tattooed on me. But I feel like everyone has 1111.
I do laugh sometimes when people are like, oh my God. So like every time I look at the clock, it's 11:11. I'm like, I mean, everybody says that. You know, it's like my favorite number is 13. It's like, get a new number.
Yeah.
You know, get something original.
I like number 7.
I look at
See, original.
I look at 9/11 on the clock every day.
Oh, that's dark.
Yep. It is dark. I actually buried my best friend that day too, so it is really dark.
God.
I know, but I take it as a sign that she's there.
Oh my God.
So that's
having
nice.
Nothing to do with 9/11, I'm assuming.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a car accident. So yeah, I look at that. So, dark and twisty can also be beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going with.
Yes. I agree.
But okay, speaking back to Nashville, you got married there.
Yeah.
So when was that?
That
What year was that?
New Year's Eve 2020, like 2019 to 2020.
Oh, okay.
Was
First
that
of all,
pre-COVID?
Yeah, it was like a month before.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I need
so you
to
could
know-
actually have a proper wedding.
Yeah, I like to think that I sort of created the whole thing, just that there would never be another bride again, you know?
that sounds like
Taking them out.
I'm like, honestly, I just like to drop the mic on this.
That was my
Never have
moment.
another wedding.
That's great timing.
Yeah, it
and
was.
also when I was engaged,
Oh, God.
I really wanted a New Year's wedding.
It's really fun.
Yes.
It's really fun for people. People with kids don't love it because it's really hard to find like a sitter on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
Nannies are off. But sort of not my problem,
Yeah, no, not your problem at all.
you know?
And if
It's
they want to
fun.
be there, they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And everyone wears like something that they feel good in for New Year's Eve. And
Was
you
it a
know.
no kids wedding? I know some people have put that policy in place.
Yeah, it was a no kids wedding, but then I ended up kind of regretting it because a bunch of kids wanted to come. And I don't know. I just wanted people to like take mushrooms and have fun and not feel like their kids were pulling on them, you know? But in the end, people wanted their kids there because it was like New Year's Eve and they didn't really know how to do it both. So I was like, whatever, I don't care.
That's good feedback for maybe if I ever get married. I need to stop having a pity party over here.
No, I think this is fresh. And
Okay.
like, it's
It is
okay that
fresh.
everything feels about you right now because you're going through something traumatic.
You guys will probably
Thank
get back
you.
together next month.
Oh, that's an interesting
Can you
take.
imagine?
He is the child in
I'm
the
trying to
divorce.
parent trap.
He's trying to parent trap us.
Okay, so you want them back together.
Of course.
Right.
Oh my God, he did a whole post on Instagram about our breakup.
Only because. Okay.
Well, that's why you got blocked.
And that's why
Muted.
you're muted.
Oh, sorry, muted.
To basically take some of the sting out.
No, I know. I
No,
get your
because
humor.
so many people, and there was a bit of humor there, but it was more so because I was inundated with so many DMs from people, messages about whose side I'm going to take. And
stupid.
I was like, that's lame. Like, there is no side. So that's basically what I said. There's no side. I love them both. And here's cute pictures of us. Now I'm going to go cry.
Now I'm going to go cry. I know I accidentally, because you know how Instagram is just such a immediate thing. Like you
Yes.
go to sit on the toilet and you're like, Instagram. I've done it so many times and then I go, and every single time your pictures came up because it was like a 10 slideshow. And so I like pull it up and go, and then like the next morning I do it, it's just the next slide over and I'm like, get out of here. So I was like, Maggie, go
Jason
mute
on one
everybody.
knee.
Oh my God.
I probably was.
I'm the
God,
worst.
devastating. Did you ask her before you posted all this or just went rogue?
We talked about it. I told you, I was like, I think I'm going to post something. And
Oh,
you,
yeah, we
like,
did talk
yeah,
about it.
and she laughed, and then I did.
Did Jason care?
No, well, he's not on social media right now.
Oh, he's not either.
No.
Bless.
Oh, you didn't
For
know
him.
that?
No.
Like, you guys are communicating. You're sharing custody of the dogs and this friendship, and there's a lot of things that you
Oh,
guys...
the friendship's not there yet, though.
Okay.
It will be. I think. I hope. But we just have so much respect for each other that we're like,
Yeah.
he's watching the dogs right now, but it's not like, hey, good morning, how are you?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, cleaning lady gets there tomorrow, so let her in.
Logistics.
Yeah, it's logistics, which is also sad. But we're not even going there. Okay, want to know some fun facts?
Sure.
I was doing my research on you.
You're like, I'm crying. Do you want to
Can we switch gears into a fun fact? But when I was doing research, I saw, we were just talking about that you got married in Nashville.
Yeah.
I also found out things by Googling fun facts about
Okay,
Erin
I'm
Foster.
so scared.
You love Halloween.
I do?
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so.
I think it's specifically Dia de los Muertos. She loves the Latins here. She's from not
I
from
do love the
California, but
Latins.
she loves a good taco
I mean,
night.
I do Halloween, but I'm not like a crazy Halloween person. No, but
The internet does lie then.
right. Here's what I think. Would they say I like Halloween?
Yeah, it says you're a big Halloween fan.
That's really
Like, Halloween people.
Yeah.
That get really into
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah,
the
me.
house is up. Okay, yeah.
My guess is that there's probably like friends I've taken Halloween photos with that are more famous, and then they get like going out, and then it looks like I'm like really into Halloween or something.
Heidi Klum over here.
Yeah, exactly. Who's clearly very into Halloween.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to knock that one down.
No, I love that you knocked it down. That's so funny. It's like I know a couple of fun facts about you. I did some serious research. You love Halloween. No, I don't. Okay, you guys know how I love talking about therapy on this podcast, and I love talking about all things relationships. I also love watching reality TV, so put it all together and you've got the new official 90-day, the last resort sessions. It combines your favorite 90-day couples and couples therapy, so that sounds interesting. On 90-day, the last resort sessions from TLC, well-known couples from the show have reached their breaking points. They're all at a retreat in couples therapy, and at the end, they have to decide either to break up or stay together. So after each episode, the couples therapists who are actually in the room with the 90-day couples come onto the podcast to share what happened. So they give their takes on what the couples are each facing, what they're going through, and how to deal with issues of cheating, sex, and communication in your own relationships. So, I mean, everyone deserves a healthy relationship. So come for the drama and stay for the therapy, you know? Hey, I'll take the therapy whenever I can get it. So go listen to 90-day, the last resort sessions, wherever you get your podcasts. You used to watch The Bachelorette.
No, I really did.
Do you still, or just?
I have fallen off.
Yeah.
Okay. I was really there for you in
Okay,
it.
thank you.
I was still deeply there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some opinions, where it's gone.
Yeah.
Some takes.
Mhm.
I also think social media and like becoming influencers just kind of ruined it.
Oh, it's so terrible.
Like, please don't pretend like you live in Idaho. You don't. You
You
definitely
don't.
live in LA and you're a cocktail waitress.
Yeah.
And you're not in medical sales.
You're
It
not
is
in
not.
medical sales. So many medical sales device,
So many. Oh, I don't
AKA
know.
tried to be an athlete, didn't happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Medical device sales.
I just wait. Am I allowed to say the truth about how I
Yeah,
feel
of
about it?
course.
Okay, I don't know if this is like Bachelor like sponsored or something.
Oh, no.
I loved the franchise so much because to me it was like watching a social experiment.
Yes.
And I thought it was so fascinating. And I tended to think that women were more likely to fall into the trap of thinking that this one guy was like God
Yeah.
than the
Yes.
men were. Like more men would be like, sorry, I'm not like really, I don't really feel anything for you. And it
Yeah.
never happened with the women because
Right.
like the idea of competing against another woman for a guy, he becomes everything.
Yeah.
And I was so like, I just found it really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just become, well, everybody looks crazy.
Yeah.
Really plastic surgery now. That's just not like a look I'm loving to see. Everyone starts to look the same.
And they're younger but looking older because of it.
That's the thing is when you get plastic surgery young, you look older.
Yeah. Yes.
When it's done bad.
Yeah.
And so, and I just find I'm not like that proud of how girls are represented on the show anymore. You know?
I hear you. I agree with everything you're saying. I hosted a date for the Golden Bachelor. Will you watch that one? The older man. He's
How old is he?
72.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's
I
sweet.
think that's cute.
The women are fire, like fierce older women who are like supporting one another. And I feel like it's going to be
That's cool.
different.
Okay.
And so when I was there hosting a date, I tell producers and I tell people that work there all the time how like I have a voice. I have a little one and I'm like, you got to do this. You got to do things different. They're like, you're on the Golden Bachelor. You're complaining about people being older. Here you are. I'm like, right.
They're not old enough.
Not old enough. I wanted them in walkers and like it to be like this cute, like,
Oh my God.
you
Did you hear
imagine?
about that retirement community? Is it in Florida? And 55 and up. And it's like the number one place for STDs in America.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Oh, those old, yeah, they're getting it on.
Oh my.
Chlamydia.
God.
I did hear
crabs.
that. Not just Florida.
Crabs. Well, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little herpes.
Little herpes.
It happened. It's going down.
No, I heard it's not just Florida, that's actually in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With those
I just like imagine being a
leisure
doctor,
worlds.
like a physician, and you have your like 86-year-old person come in, and you have to say to her like, "Babe, you have an STD."
yeah. Great grandma.
I feel like at that age you'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because what? Just give me a pill for it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's one of those.
Yeah. I think they just give no
No. You do have a great sense of humor.
phenomenal sense of humor.
That one's true.
That one is definitely not a lie. You've been on my podcast before, but you and your sister are very funny.
Thanks.
And also you have a passion for fashion.
I do. Yeah. I mean, I didn't used to honestly, but now that I have my
Until
own clothing
the
brand, I
clothing
do.
brand. That's when you got the passion for fashion. He's a stylist.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Fashion style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you how I used to really have. I don't know. I used to feel weird about fashion because a lot of my girlfriends are like high fashion girls.
Yeah.
And I really felt like I wasn't part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was cool, and it felt like art to me, where you're like, something's ugly and everyone thinks it's cool because it's some brand, and then I'm like, I don't get it, and everyone's like, if you don't get it, you don't get fashion. I'm like, okay, I guess I don't get it. So I never thought to start a fashion company, but then when we had this opportunity to, and we couldn't pass it up, once we started working on it, I realized that there are a lot of girls that feel like I do about fashion.
Really?
They want to go.
I feel that way.
Yeah, you want to go to a dinner party and like have girls ask you what you're wearing because it's so cute, but you're not going to spend $1,200 on a pair of pants from the row.
Yeah.
So like, where do you live? You don't want to be fast fashion Zara girl and wear the same thing everyone else is wearing. Yeah. Every wedding you go to, someone's wearing a Reformation dress that's very cute.
Right.
But like, good chances you're going to see another girl in the exact same print.
Yeah.
And so what is that girl, where does she shop? And so now I'm really passionate about her journey, that girl.
Yeah.
Dressing her.
And also she shops at, it's called Favorite Daughter, right?
Yeah.
And do you have stores or it's all online?
We have 2 stores in LA.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I
it
need
is
to
really
check
cool.
out the store.
Yeah, you guys should come.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Let's do it. You're here for a few days.
Palisades Village, and then in Beverly Hills, right across from Air One on Beverly.
Oh, amazing. Great locations.
I know both of them are next to Air Ones, which was completely random, but very lucky.
Very lucky.
Yeah, good traffic.
Great traffic.
And that girl's got money to spend.
Yeah, big budget, Air One.
If you're an Air One shopping girlie, you got money.
Sometimes I like to go, get myself a little $30 smoothie.
Right? If you're spending $11 on buffalo cauliflower, you go across the street to Favorite Daughter.
I'll be there.
It was right by on Dancing with the Stars. The lot was right by Air One, and I swear I spent every paycheck just like on that every time. I also didn't know that you were fluent in French. Is that because your dad is Canadian, or is that just random?
I am not.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm sorry. I don't know where this information came from. I didn't plant any of this, but it makes me sound
Is this your sister?
No.
I would have been
Honestly
like,
not.
Oh, oui. Next question. Next, qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah. That's question. Okay. Anyways, what? Why is the internet telling you?
don't
If you
know.
Google these, now I want to Google. You know what I'm going to Google now?
But like when you Google people's net worth and stuff, it's all bullshit too.
Yeah.
I think the internet, like, it's just a lawless land.
Fun facts about
Yeah, look up about yourself and see if
Kaitlyn
they're real.
Bristowe. Oh, 25 things that you don't know about Kaitlyn Bristowe.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. She has an extreme fear of birds.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Huge musical theater nerd. True.
Okay.
If she could be an animal, she would be a, what is that? A quokka? A quokka, the happiest animal in the world. That don't sound like me. I want to be like, okay.
A cat?
A cat.
Cats are bitchy.
I
and-
gotta tell my niece, she's FaceTimed me 3 times in a row. It makes me think something's
Well, my answer.
just tried. I'm just on a pod, honey. Oh, okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
How old is she?
15.
I'm dying that she calls you auntie because my niece Valentina, who's 12, calls me auntie. I don't know why, and people think it's super weird that I'm like this like
not aunt or
90-year-old
aunt.
lady.
Yeah.
I think it's so cute because it does sound much older.
It does.
Yeah.
See, I think it
auntie.
sounds young and cute. Auntie Katie. That's what they call me.
Oh, but she just calls me auntie,
Yeah, I guess she does too.
like Annie Mae.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Auntie.
Auntie. I don't know. I think it
I
sounds
like it,
cute.
but other people think it's weird. So I'm glad you get called the same thing.
Maybe it stems from the Canadianness. Mm-hmm. There's way too many facts on here, but
I feel like none of them are true.
I love sushi. It says
I do.
I do.
Okay, I do.
Laundry is my absolute favorite chore. Who wrote somebody? I guarantee.
Oh, these are yours, not mine. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, I do love sushi.
Oh. No, we were making this about me. Remember?
I'm sorry, I
I'm in a
forgot.
fragile state.
I forgot.
Okay, wait.
I do want to know what animal you'd want to be, though. You're a cat, a feral cat.
Like one of those cats that, like, if you Google what cat seems like a dog,
Oh, cute. Yeah, yeah. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
that's the one.
How about you?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. I think I really like elephants. You know, they're just very elegant.
Elephant.
They're elegant. They're beautiful.
Smart as shit.
Really smart, and they're comfortable with their weight. They use it for their own good.
Not dealing with body dysmorphia
No,
in that community.
Not an elephant. That,
Large and in charge.
what would yours be?
100% an orca whale.
Oh, yeah, dying.
Love a killer whale. #1 predator of the ocean.
Beautiful. Oh my God, you're so
Majestic.
Psycho.
you're such a predator.
I do have a little pug who I just got. I named him Shamu.
Yeah.
A little black pug. And I've always loved orca whales.
Yeah.
Always. And
Have you gone up to Canada to
Whale watch?
Well, it's the most amazing thing in the world.
No, but I did go to SeaWorld.
SeaWorld?
Oh my
You mean with the
God.
fin is like pushed over because they're like
miserable?
stuck inside a little bowl?
Hold up. I didn't go last week. This was when I was a kid.
Okay, so your parents are canceled.
They are, yes. But see, it's so crazy because I was the kid that was chosen to give Shamu the little fish at the Shamu show. He, went up into the tank. And anyway, it's sad, but that's where I had
Have you
my
ever seen
first
Blackfish?
several times. Bawled my eyes out.
Devastating.
Devastating.
I sent so many like Karen emails after seeing that documentary.
Oh, I was actually physically sick about it.
Yeah.
Go on about your experience there.
About loving SeaWorld.
Yeah.
No, as a kid, I had fond memories, but as an adult and knowing what goes down there, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But I do have love for killer whales because of that experience.
Well, you should really go up to Canada.
Yes.
I need to do it.
And it's phenomenal.
Wait, you done this?
Yeah, because
before?
when we were growing up, we would go up to, I don't know how far away it is from where you grew up, but like Desolation Sound is just like around Victoria, Vancouver Island, and we would do it all for like a month
Have you
every
heard
summer.
of Haida Gwaii?
No.
Okay, Haida Gwaii is around. It's like 2 hours, a 2-hour helicopter ride from Vancouver past the island, and it's some of the best salmon fishing in the whole world. But the whale watching there, I was literally fishing, just catching salmon after salmon, and whales were just breaching out of the water
my
right beside me.
God.
It was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life, and it was on Snapchat back in Snapchat days. So now I can't find that footage.
It's annoying.
And I remember being like, I can't believe I just saw that. Like, that's not gonna happen again. And it happened like 10 more times.
Because they really like interact with you.
Oh, they love it. They're like showing off.
Because they like don't know people want to kill them yet.
Yeah. They're like, because they're trusting and they're sweet.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Oh, they love humans.
It's really dark.
Did you see the second Avatar?
I didn't.
Okay. Just speaking of whaling, that was kind of the premise of the second one.
Oh, I heard it was really good.
It's so good.
I love Avatar.
I watched it, some shrooms. It was an incredible experience.
That sounds like something I
Well,
could
you
do.
picked a really good animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank
really
you.
good. That's a fun fact about Lo. Last fun fact is that I know this one's true. You're an American actress and writer.
True. I mean, I'm more of a writer than an actress, but yes, true. I mean,
True.
I tried to be an actress, but it kind of sort of failed, so I switched over to being a
I mean,
writer.
did it? You got to do really cool jobs.
Yeah, some, but it was not like I'm not really acting in stuff I'm not working on, I guess, like not
Right.
writing. I wouldn't like audition for things, you know?
But do you love writing?
I love writing way more than I like acting. I honestly wasn't a great actress.
Oh.
So I was
Well,
happy
you
to-
could have fooled me because I'm easily impressed by acting in general, and I thought you were incredible.
I am too, but it's different because like on our show Barely Famous, we wrote it, and so you're writing to your own voice. You
That's
know?
true. That's true.
I don't think I could like act very well in something that someone else wrote.
Really funny. So you were recently writing for a Netflix show,
Yes.
which did you get started in the writers' room, and then they were like, "We're going on strike." Like, well, I don't understand really how this happened. I know I like support writers, and I'm like on the right side. But what happened?
Basically, we knew that there was a strike coming.
Okay.
Because the negotiations weren't going well because the contract was going to be up soon. And so we knew when we started our writer's room that there was most likely going to be a strike if they didn't resolve what was going to happen. So we started our room and we knew we had like, I don't know, 7 weeks or something before it was going to happen. So we were moving really fast trying to finish before the strike. And then we didn't even get close to finishing before the strike. And so in some ways, the timing of it was like, sort of good for me because it was my first time show running a show that was that big.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of pressure and we were moving so fast
Yeah.
to get everything.
Yeah.
Kind of came at the perfect time.
It was summer. I got to go on vacation. But I think we were moving too quickly in a way that, you know, you imagine yourself getting your own show that you've created on Netflix and you have 10 episodes and Kristen Bell is playing me and I'm like, we have all these people, Adam
how
Brody's
cool.
in it and he's so cute and like
So cute.
it's like so excited and then you're just rushing through the day to get it done and I was just thinking this isn't really how I want to do this.
Right.
I want to be able to take my time. So when the strike happened, it was sort of like a good little pause, but I didn't know we were going to be paused for as long as we have been.
Right. Are you allowed to talk about like the show and what it's about and what it will be?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, as long as this isn't considered like a promotion of it, which I don't think it is because it's not even shot yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not promoting because we also don't know when it's coming out or what it.
Yeah,
We're just. I want to know
exactly.
the concept.
Yeah.
Everything's halted till
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing's happening at all. So as soon as the strike's over, we just pick back up in the writer's room, and then we'll shoot it sometime this year, hopefully, or maybe next year. So the show's called Shiksa, and a Shiksa is a girl that is not Jewish.
Okay.
And it's sort of like kind of considered like a cute blonde because it's like obvious that she's not Jewish. It's sort of like every Jewish mother's nightmare is that her son will marry a Shiksa.
Yeah.
And so I converted to Judaism when I married my husband.
Yes.
And it sort of just sparked this idea. But in the show, she's like has a sex podcast with her sister and is very like outspoken, not like on Call Her Daddy level, but like more outspoken than I am. And then the guy she falls for is this like young, cute rabbi, Adam Brody. And so they're sort of,
I love that.
Mismatched. I know. It's really cute.
That is cute. Does your husband's mother, is she still around?
She is, yeah.
Does she like you?
She likes me. Yeah, she likes me now,
for
sure.
Okay.
After you converted?
Yeah, for converting. I mean, I think that like, no, she totally likes me. We have a great relationship. But and maybe it's just in my head, but my husband's parents are immigrants from Russia and Ukraine, and and they're Russian, and so like their other son married a Russian girl. Like Russian culture is like very specific, and I'm not Russian, and I wasn't Jewish, and I was older than my husband, and so I think it was more just sort of adjusting to someone that was like unexpected, and my family's super unconventional, and they're really conventional in their family. So I think it's like, I don't know if on paper I was a mother's dream, but me converting like got me a lot of points.
Oh, for sure.
Gosh.
A lot of points.
What a fun, like bringing those two families, those two worlds together. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that.
Yeah.
Like a Thanksgiving moment.
They all really get along well. So
that's great.
It's really great.
Well, Jason's family, his mom is Jewish, his dad is Catholic, and his brother's gay, and he was like an athlete growing up.
Whoa.
So it's just all very, and
Jewish and Catholic parents is interesting.
Practicing?
No.
Oh.
But
Sorta.
you can't really be Catholic like casually, I feel like. Catholicism's pretty intense.
I'm Catholic.
You are? Are you practicing? I don't know if you are practicing.
I was like, what?
You know what? It's so funny. Catholic guilt. I grew up super Catholic.
Yeah.
Altar server, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Until I was like 18.
You were an altar server until you were 18?
Altar server until I was, 17 years old.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you mind me asking when you came out?
I never had like an actual like coming out moment. But I think like I knew like I was down for dick, I'd say around like 19, 20 years old. I started like.
That's kind of later in life.
It is later.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have
That's when you were sort of acting on it, or like you really had the real thoughts?
No, I had a girlfriend. My first gay relationship, and even like losing my virginity, if you will, with a dude was not till I was 20 or 21. Yeah. So I'd slept with women and everything before that.
And it wasn't like a forced thing.
No, I enjoyed it.
Interesting. You're not a gold star gay.
Oh no, I'm not. I know. But I'm glad that I had that moment. I tried everything
Good
out.
for you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm happy you had that too.
Yeah, and at the time, because we were like, did you get it? Like, how did you get hard? Like that sort of a thing for a guy. Like, were you attracted? But at that time, like a gust of wind would give me a boner.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm so young and stupid.
Yeah,
you know, like and so I was just excited and like
You're
figuring
like, this
out my
must
body
be
and
what sex is
Yeah.
because I'm hard.
Yeah.
yes,
It's
sure.
working.
And
Something's
she
working.
is a female. Well, you just had a makeout session with a girl the other day. Like a hot
okay.
one.
Okay.
Okay, so you are not all the way gay.
But you are.
Super gay, but here I think like
Was
you
that
said
supposed
one
to be just a
time.
private moment between us that I just...
No, I don't mind you
Okay.
just saying it.
Ever since you posted about her breakup, the gloves are off.
It's like, no, it was just, I think it's like an energy thing. But by the
I
way,
get that.
like growing up and going to WeHo and stuff, like I'd go with my girlfriends and we'd make out. It wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just like fun going out type of thing.
But did growing up Catholic like you up about it? Because
Sure
you're
did.
definitely going to hell.
The
if you
Catholic-
believe
Shame.
it.
Yeah, the shame.
Burning in
Are
hell.
you good about going to hell right now? Or?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm good. I'm
you gonna
comfortable with
lean in?
it. I'm gonna lean into that.
Lean into hell?
Yeah. And so like it's a joke, my family, they call me the omen, you know, like Damien Thorne, like the Antichrist.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that I am, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a joke
Yeah.
because there is such a Catholic guilt. And so for the holidays, Christmas, I have a godson. I'll be Catholic for the holidays. Am I practicing regularly? Absolutely not. But it's weird if you're Catholic and it's ingrained in you.
Yeah.
It's almost like you always have that little attachment to the church.
course.
No matter how removed, and I'm so removed now.
Yeah.
And so it's always kind of there. It's weird.
But your parents accept you and are cool with everything.
Oh, totally.
Well, that's huge.
Yeah. And my mom is not necessarily the most.
Like,
Your mom's not necessarily the most Catholic person anyway.
Your dad doesn't even know you're gay.
Okay, that's an
Okay.
important fact.
You've talked about it on this podcast.
With you.
You've talked about it.
Okay, so he accepts you because he thinks you're straight.
It's not that he thinks I'm straight. I think my dad
I think he does know.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
I always say this.
Are your parents together?
Yeah, 32 years plus.
In LA?
Yeah.
This is
They're in
so
Orange County now.
interesting. But what do you mean he doesn't know? Like, so he doesn't listen to this podcast?
No, he's not a podcast listener.
Doesn't
He's not a
do
bino. He does listen to my
Instagram.
show. I have a podcast as well.
Do you post on Instagram things that would signify that you're gay?
He doesn't see Instagram.
No, he doesn't see. I mean, he sends me memes and stuff, but and we talk every day. We're really close. My dad and I are homies.
Wait a second. Does he ask you about what's going on in your personal life?
Yeah, he
ever?
thinks we're banging.
He does. He thinks I've been banging Caitlyn for a while.
I don't buy this. I think he knows.
I promise you, he
You
doesn't.
think he genuinely has no idea?
He thinks I'm railing Caitlyn.
No.
Yeah.
Do you change your personality when you talk to him?
No, I still, I'm not like, hey, Dad, what's up? I
Yeah.
still,
No, because
I
I don't
butch
know.
it up.
Maybe you subconsciously
Yeah.
you want to straighten
No,
yourself.
I think that, because my dad's been asked this by friends that have come over of mine. And I'm like, oh, God. My friends get a couple drinks in them and they're like, what do you think of your son? He's gay. And so my dad's response to that, which I think is actually very sweet. He's like, I know he's a creative. I know he's in LA. He's in the arts. And, they used to say that about Bowie and Prince and all these different artists. My son's just creative. He kind of looks at me like he knows I probably dabbled in different waters.
Right.
But I think he just looks at me just like an ultimate artist, free spirit, and doesn't even let himself go there.
he doesn't
fair.
ask you.
He's never asked me.
He doesn't want to know the answer then.
Yeah, I think that he just feels comfortable where we're at, and so do I.
Right.
Unless I'm going to set, and people, I know the gays, shout out to the gays listening, because I know they're going to come for me for this, because they're like, live your truth. And I'm like, I am living my truth. Yeah, I'm good with this. If I am in a relationship with someone, then of course, I'm going to introduce them and be like, Dad, this is my partner. This
And
is,
your dad would probably be like,
he'd be fine with
arts.
it. It'd be art. Oh, yeah.
He is artistic.
You know the
See,
arts are you each other's friends.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
That's how he looks at it. And so I think it's something that he doesn't want to digest or process yet. But also, I don't know if I'd ever want to talk to my dad about sex. We never had that
It seems
relationship.
like you guys still have a good relationship and your sexuality is just not a factor.
It's so not.
Which it shouldn't be, I guess.
That's
At
why
the
I
end
feel-
of the
It definitely
day.
shouldn't be in general,
That's
but
why I feel good about it. Yeah.
Okay, well,
And
I support that.
Thank you.
I support whatever does make you, as long as deep down there's no.
No, there's no, I don't feel like I'm struggling with it or there's no animosity
I've
in our
known you
relationship.
for 8 years. I really believe you. So
Yeah, at this point. And
Yeah.
so, no, we're good. And we talk about everything but sex. You know,
Yeah.
and we're so in alignment of everything else. Like we love the same food and movies and all that stuff. And so we have our bond. So it just doesn't have to be a gay one
Okay.
yet.
it just.
Until oh my God, I can't wait. It will be, this will be my first stop when I drop
Off the
that bomb
Vine
on my dad.
podcast.
Or I'll
I'm
maybe
gonna
do it
bring
on
him
the
in.
air.
Yeah, I think do it here. Maybe can I be there too?
Yeah. See that chair right there?
That's mine.
That's yours. Thank you.
Bring her in. Yeah.
This week's Off the Vine is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Now, let's face it, sometimes multitasking can be very overwhelming, like when your favorite podcast is playing, and then the person next to you is talking, and then your car fan is blasting, and you're just trying to find a parking spot. But then again, sometimes multitasking can be easy, like quoting with Progressive Insurance. They do all the hard work of comparing rates so that you can just find a great rate that works for you, even if it's not with them. So give their nifty comparison tool a try, and you might just find that getting the rate and coverage you deserve is easy. Now, all you need to do is visit Progressive's website to get a quote with all the coverages that you want, like comprehensive and collision coverage or personal injury protection, and then you'll see Progressive's direct rate, and their tool will provide options from other companies all lined up right in front of you and ready to compare, so it's simple to choose the rate and coverages that you like. So press play on comparing auto rates, quote at progressive.com to join the over 29 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states and situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
I want to just go backwards a little bit because I do want to support writers and all of the talent and actors, and so I just kind of want to understand a little bit better of what's going on, just for my own.
with the
but I
strike.
feel like my listeners don't understand because I don't understand very much.
Because it's not only writers; it's everybody's striking right now.
Yeah.
Entertainment, actors.
And I'm not going to rely on the internet right now because we know it lies. But I read that 87% of actors earn less than $26,000 per year, and many writers have to work second jobs to make ends meet. So, what is everybody like? How can we support, and what do we hope people get out of this?
Well, it is a very complex issue, but I would say, in short, streaming has really changed how we consume TV, and having short seasons has really changed it too. So it used to be that you have a TV show that lasts the majority of the year, and now it's like 8 to 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So writers get paid on a weekly basis typically, not on an episodic basis. And so we're being sort of treated like contractors, and you don't have any ownership over the work that you create. And so it used to be that you write an episode of a TV show and it does really well and they air it all the time, and every time your work airs, you're making money off of it. If you write a show that's more successful and it's aired more times, you make more money. And now if you write a show that nobody pays attention to, or if you write a show that gets, 5 Emmys, you don't make more money for that.
Right.
You don't make more money for it being streamed a bunch of times, being the number one show. Like, you don't have any ownership in that. And so, you're creating what is being consumed, and the platforms are making a lot of money. And it doesn't work. I mean, when I was hiring my writer's room, one of the writers almost didn't take the job because he was like, honestly, I can't really make a living this way anymore. I have to work on 4 different shows a year to make what I used to make on one show. And I have like a kid at home, and I'd rather just go be an executive at a studio or something and just like have a paycheck. So we just want to have, a piece of the pie.
I think that makes so much sense. And I was talking to Bethany Frankel about this because she started going on a bit of a tangent about reality.
Like unionize reality stars, right?
Yes. And because she was like, well, now they're falling on us to create entertainment, but we've never gotten a piece of the pie either. And we're just made to look stupid and be there for your entertainment.
Not wrong.
Yeah, not wrong. And we had talked on her podcast about it. And it was so funny because I thought we were just going to recap an episode of Real Housewives.
And instead you got into unionizing reality stars.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm
championing the cause.
I hear what she's saying, but I can't even imagine what that's like for like what's going on with that kind of thing with streaming and people needing to get all these other jobs and it being. So is there any progress that's being made?
Yeah, I think this last Friday they actually had a really good meeting, and it looks like word on the street is that the strike will be ending sort of September, October. So
really?
Oh, so that's why they pushed the Emmys to January.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it'll be good by then.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's exciting. There's a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's great.
I have a job to come back to, so.
We love that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I do love that. So, because I wanted to get into AI just a little bit. Because
that's part of the didn't that kind of spark some of this with
there's like AI generated scripts. So like why?
I mean, all the writers that I was working with, that wasn't something we were really aware of that much, I would have to say, in general, until the strike was happening and we kind of realized how much of a threat it was. Maybe there's people who were paying more attention to it, but certainly in my writer's room, we weren't like thinking about that until it was sort of the attention was drawn to it. But it is a real problem.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about that. I was in my head what I'd read was it was an article about how they were going to replace actors, like background actors. Supernumeraries, is that the proper term?
I've never heard
with
that term.
AI.
With AI. So if you were background in whatever show, they would take your face. They could use it in anything. They could put you in a Western or whatever. But basically, they
crazy.
have
that,
and they
gives
could
me
multiply
full
you
heebie-jeebs.
and put a whole group of girls in the back. And so a lot of jobs, it would take a lot of background acting thing, and a lot of people break into the industry doing that.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, I say, oh yeah, like I've been there, done that. But I just feel like it can take jobs in so many different places in life now.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson could have a song come out. A lot of musicians were coming out about this
crazy.
because you could take their vocals and
Totally.
it's amazing what you could do, but it's scary.
Also scary. I
Yeah.
agree.
That is scary. I mean, we were just talking about this before you got here. There's a AI influencer online now who has like 106,000 followers. And
Well, there was that girl, Michaela, for a long time. Wasn't she the original?
there's another one?
Michaela. She was like the first AI.
Was that this girl that we were talking about maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know, but there's people doing AI now for money on OnlyFans.
Which I can get behind that.
Yeah, fine.
Mila, Sophia. I don't know. She's the robot, but
Okay.
that's just, I don't know. It freaks me out. It just
So
freaks me
it's
out.
her face, but AI body, right?
Yeah. To what extent would you be willing to use AI? Because for me, I would do anything. No, I'm just kidding. It freaks me out, but I'm like, hey, if I could sell some AI toes and pretend they're mine and make some extra cash, I would consider.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's harmless.
If I could like send an AI version of myself to a party I didn't want to go to, that'd be great. And like tell her to be really socially on point.
Yeah. An AI Zoom call? Sure.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, AI Zoom meeting.
AI
I'd do that.
sex if you're not in the mood.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I support AI. I guess I support it.
Okay, yeah, I'm really down
Creepy,
for that.
but I am.
Robot life.
Except for writing, obviously. WG, I'm with you.
Absolutely not. Okay. Also, your podcast intro. Mm-hmm. Is that your nephew?
Yeah, Otto.
Okay.
Oh.
That is. I feel like you love being an auntie.
An auntie? Yeah. I honestly really love being an auntie. Do you love it?
It's my favorite thing in the world.
love it
I'm
much.
my best friend's son is my godson too, and I have all of my best friends have kids, and so I'm like Auntie Katie to everyone, or my godson calls me Fairy because I'm the fairy godmother. It's
adorable.
the best. It really is the
it's
best.
a great relationship. It really is. I was with my niece Josie the other day, Sarah's daughter, and she's like really stressed about me having kids. And she's like, I'm not trying to be not supportive, but like, I just really don't want you to have kids. I don't mean that in a mean way.
Oh,
She's
she
like,
doesn't want
really
you to.
think you're going to love them more than you love me.
Oh, that's sweet. It's because
really
she's
cute.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
she's
very
just-
cute. She's so tight with you.
Yeah, she's just scared that I'm going to love somebody more than I love her. So I have to talk her off the ledge about it a lot.
That's because I know you're open about infertility or talking about, and you've done IVF. And
Yeah.
Are you guys still trying, or are you?
Yeah, we're kind of always
I don't know if
trying.
it's personal. I love this conversation because I'm like in a place where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have kids. I have my eggs frozen, but I'm
How old are you?
38. Yeah.
But you froze your eggs already.
Yeah, but that's not a guarantee either. And
Not a
it's
guarantee.
just so I like talking to other women about
Yeah.
where their head's at with it, and I know a lot of women that listen probably have
Yeah.
had the same struggles.
I mean, it's a weird thing. Like, I didn't meet my husband until I was 35, but I was about to turn 36. And so, the first year of the relationship, you're not really like trying.
Right.
And I had
Right.
frozen my eggs 3 times before I met
You
him.
did? Mm-hmm. Three times.
Twice before I met him, and then one time that I was already kind of in the process
Wow.
of that week or that year.
Yeah.
So I thought I had a really good backup plan too.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
None of them worked. So
Yeah.
it was like starting from scratch. And yeah, I mean, it's been just like it's just hard because you can't control it.
Well, and I feel like there's shame around your
Yeah.
body not doing what it's supposed to, and
Totally.
then the pressure of other people, and then
Yes.
you're like, but wait, maybe you do feel like you're at where you're supposed to be, or maybe you don't. Like, there's so many complex feelings that goes into the thought of being a mom or having a family or not being able to or trying to, like, so many different emotions come with that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a lot.
Even like the
to-
pressure sometimes I put on my sisters to let me spend time with our kids, that I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I thought you were going to invite me to that thing. Well, I'll take them to that birthday party. And Sarah's like, chill out, just enjoy your Sunday. And I'm just like, I can't. I need children in my life.
I know.
It's just so intense.
I know. I mean, you guys obviously live really close to each other.
Yeah, we live really close.
That's
but my little sister Jordan, who's the mother of Otto,
Yeah.
she lives in New York, so we don't see them as much.
Oh, so he lives in New York?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. I love that. Have you heard I have it if you want to hear it. It's really
Play it.
cute.
He has like a half British accent because his dad's English.
Hi, I'm Otto. Welcome to Erin and Sarah's podcast.
Oh, he's so
Can you
cute.
have the
Like,
podcast?
I know.
little Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah, exactly. He's like
I'm Otto.
just playing on repeat.
No, I'm not done. I want to hear it again. It's so cute.
Yeah. But I do think it's important for I don't know, for women to talk about it, and also for us to
Yes.
just sort of hear a little bit from each other about like how to support each other through it. Because
Yes.
I really look back feeling guilty about how I've talked to other people about things that are going on in their life or haven't happened yet now that I'm in that position. Because you just sort of make conversation and you're like,
That's what I'm scared of.
why aren't you this, or why aren't you married, or
Right.
what's happening, or when is this
Right.
happening, or like you guys should try to have kids. And I want to be like, I'll kill you right now. I should try to have kids. I'm 40 years old. Do you think I haven't tried to have kids yet?
I know.
You know what you should try? You should try a surrogate. I was like, thank you so much for that information. You think I haven't thought of every single
Thank you
thing
for
I could
the
possibly
unwanted feedback that I didn't ask for.
Yeah.
It is hard because sometimes it can come from such a place of just curiosity and innocence
Totally.
and like want to have the conversation. But it's so, I hate overusing the word triggering, but it's like it hits somewhere inside of you where you're like, this is actually upsetting
I know.
me.
I
Also,
mean,
people don't even realize
No.
that in those moments. It's kind of like saying, like, "Oh my god, you look great. Have you lost weight?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on my second round of chemo, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what someone's going through.
You just don't.
So, like, I don't even like discussions around that.
Oh, it's so hard.
Anyway.
It's true. And I feel bad even making fun of people who say something because I've been that person.
Same.
Like, when are you going to get married? Or like, when are you going to have kids? Or sometimes you just don't know what to say socially. So you just say dumb shit and you don't mean to. Or something that like, I really believe if you have never gone through something, you don't know at all what it's like for the other person. So you're not saying something shitty. It's never been sensitive for you, so you have no idea that would be sensitive for somebody else.
It's so true.
I think it's good though that we could all say we're guilty of that though.
Yes.
So there's an understanding in that.
Yes, I totally have
Big
compassion
unifier.
for people making the mistake because also there's no right thing to say to that person other than like, that must be really tough. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's it. You know? I mean, I was just reading some article about grief about a parent who lost his children, which is like the unthinkable. And he was like, please don't tell me my children are in a better place or that like God has a plan. I don't want to hear that. And it's so true. And I'm thinking, I don't know, people probably do say that with good intentions, trying to like make it better, but you can't make that better.
You cannot. I've asked my girlfriend who lost her dad recently, like what people could say to her and that's what she said. She said, just like, if you're a hugger, hug me and say you're sorry. And that you can't imagine what that feels like, or ask if there's anything like what she really likes is she thinks people get scared to bring him up because they don't want to upset her. And she was like, all I want to talk about is my dad. Like bring up any little stupid memory, like keep his legacy living. And then, but you're scared to upset anyone. And it's just, it's a whole confusing thing. It's.
My little sister, like after one of the, something that had like not worked and I was bummed about it and I was really disappointed. And she texted me and she was like, okay, I'm going to call you. Do you want to talk about it or do you want me to like gossip with you and distract you? And I was like, I want you to gossip. I do not. If you have gossip, please tell it to me. I do not want to talk about this because we can't change it. Just like, I don't want to wallow and like you be uncomfortable. And so I appreciated being asked like,
That's such a good point.
You want light or you want dark?
Yeah.
Because I'll go dark with you. I was like, nope, I don't want it.
That's really nice.
I love the transparency. You're like that with me.
Yeah.
I was like, are we going to cry together? She's like, I want to laugh tonight. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best.
He came in and his eyes were all watery and he was like, what do you need? And I was like, I don't. I just got a spray tan and I'm not well.
Like, I'm down for some
and
laughs.
It's a
I'm like,
slippery slope, so hand me an edible.
okay, let's have an edible and laugh.
I was actually thinking we're going to cry today.
Yeah.
He like needed to switch gears like so hard and didn't know how.
Yeah.
But
Little reboot. And
It is okay to ask a friend like
love it.
what's the best way to support you?
I agree. I don't know why that seems like so hard for people to ask what another person needs, but that's sometimes all you have to do. Hey, I'm sorry, what can I do for you? But that's also, my girlfriend said, that's a hard question too because I don't know and I want to be able to say something because I need help. But like, I don't know, sometimes it just helps. Like writing a handwritten letter to me, I do that if people need.
That's sweet.
I love, because and maybe that's me too, like that's what I would like. A little handwritten letter.
Just like the effort behind it.
Just a little effort, a little thought, a little empathy. I don't know. I love it.
By the way, handwritten letters, I love a good cursive moment. I took so much pride in my Catholic school with the little cursive moment. But it's not even a thing in school anymore. I feel like a dinosaur.
You should
Kids
go,
don't get
So sad.
when we go back to my hotel room, you're going to laugh. I was practicing my cursive
you were
on the notepad.
yeah.
I was writing out dirty gin martini. I thought it looked really pretty.
That's so cute.
But
that
it's
you
just
do
block
those
letters
cameras,
now for the kids.
Yeah.
Cursive is
Just this.
almost like if learning cursive in school for kids today is like learning calligraphy for us.
Yeah.
Like it's a very
Weird.
like not something
Hey,
people
your
need.
beard's gone.
I know. I had a tough morning.
You just noticed.
Just
I
noticed
hate
that.
it.
Well, he never had a beard, and then all of a sudden he had a really big beard, and I was like, I really love
hot.
it, and now it's just gone.
I was butching it up,
you
and
were
then
butching it up.
I used retinol, SkinCeuticals, shout out. But anyway, it burned. And then I was like, I had a little like irritation. So I was like, let me shave it down a little, use the wrong setting, got rid of my beautiful beard. And I was like,
Have some of mine.
thank you. It will grow back.
PCOS.
But
Anyways, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's always fun talking to you. I
yeah,
feel like
it's
you're
so great
just
to see you.
Canadian little queen, even though you didn't grow up in Canada. I just still feel like you have Canadian energy.
Thank you.
Canadian Maple Delight energy.
yes.
Thanks,
And
guys.
tell people where they can go to support you and all of your things that you've got going on.
Okay, so you can a few different things. I'll download the Favorite Daughter app because
Yes.
it's really great, and please sign up for the loyalty program because we do a lot of events with people who are our best
cool.
customers. And you can follow me on Instagram at Erin Foster and follow our podcast, the world's first podcast, and listen to it.
Yes. What will people, if they tune into your podcast, what are they going to take away from it?
That Sarah's a monster.
Okay.
And
so it's two sisters being sisters.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm wonderful.
Do you guys have guests on your show? Or is it just, oh, you do? Okay.
We do solos a lot, but we do guests as well. Yeah.
That's awesome. You guys have some pretty like legit guests on sometimes because you're in the
we do a lot of like learning moments. I think. We don't really do a lot of celebrities, honestly, because I just think celebrities are so accessible now.
Thought leaders, don't you? Yeah, that's cool. I love that. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the wine because it's mine.
Oh well, I'm a little buzzed, so it worked.
Hey, it's low sugar.
I really liked it. Oh, that's important to know.
I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'll see you next Tuesday. See you next